And here we go, another move here for the Minnesota Vikings, but this time to their wide receiver room, going out there and getting basically an NFL veteran wide receiver at this point, Trent Sherfield. Now, according to Alec Lewis, the Vikings have agreed to terms with Trent Sherfield. It's a one-year deal worth about $1.79 million. I don't think this is a bad move. I don't think it's a great move. But we're going to talk all about Trent Sherfield here. And we're going to tell you guys why it could be a solid move for them going forward. Before we get into the video though, make sure you guys do me a favor and give me a comment down below, a letter grade of the Vikings offseason so far. You bring in Sam Darnold, Aaron Jones offensively, and then on the defensive side of the ball, you really go out there and bring in a brand new core of guys in terms of Jerry Tillery, who could be the day one starting defensive tackle, Andrew Van Ginkel, a day one starting linebacker, Blake Cashman, another day one starting linebacker, and then Jonathan Grenard, a day one starting edge rusher as well. So they've done some really good things, adding basically like 6 starters to their team. So give me a letter grade down below what you guys think. Also subscribe, it's free, doesn't cost anything. But with that being said, let's get right into Trent Sherfield. Alright, so the number one thing we notice about Trent Sherfield right now, or right away when we watch his film, is he's a go-getter, right? He wants to win every single possession, makes a great catch there on the sideline. I mean, that was unbelievable. I hope they show it. Yeah, here's another angle of it. I mean, watch the focus, the concentration to go up with this one-on-one. Unbelievable knee down, gets in there, gets it to go. Unbelievable move there by Trent Sherfield. Now, over his career, only 78 catches, 930 yards, 5 touchdowns. Nothing to write home about, right? Now, you could have easily went out there, drafted a guy in the 6th or 7th round to do similar type of things, but Trent Sherfield at times looks like a really good receiver. Other times, he looks like he's okay. But at the end of the day, I think Trent Sherfield can come in here and actually give you a little bit of versatility. Now, when you look at this Vikings, depth chart right now, especially in the wide receiver room, it's very thin, right? So one, you have Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison, right? And then Brandon Powell, we like Brandon Powell. I do, right? And then N'Keal Harry, maybe some potential there. Jalen Naylor, we haven't seen too much out of him. Tristan Jackson, I mean, right? Dalen Baldwin, Lucky Jackson, Thayer Thomas, Malik. No, there is nobody behind Brandon Powell that I really trust. Trent Sherfield has actually showed us that he can be a okay receiver. I mean, back in 2022 with Miami, 30 catches, 417 yards, 2 touchdowns, and get this, he was averaging 14 yards per reception, which is actually really, really good. And when you go back and look at the Vikings offense from last season, they ranked pretty poorly in terms of yards per pass, or I mean not poorly, but about 6.8, 6.9 yards per pass, which is actually not bad. I take back what I said. It's honestly pretty good. But I think Trent Sherfield, if he does play, can add you a little bit more versatility as a down-the-field threat as well. But overall, this offense here in Minnesota without Kirk Cousins is going to look different, right? Sam Darnold is the starting quarterback right now. I don't know if that's subject to change in the draft, but honestly, I think it should, right? I mean, let me know what you guys think. I guess you guys should have more of a say. Do you think Sam Darnold should be the starting quarterback day one, or should they make a move? I feel like that's a big decision. They can move up in the draft. They can draft a guy like Bo Nix or Michael Penix or I don't even know. There's actually a lot of good options out there. Let me know what you guys think they should do. I think this is an okay signing. Not going to move the needle too much here for Minnesota, but also a guy who can bring a veteran presence. Definitely better than some of the guys they have in their second unit. And, I guess we'll see how it works out. Let me know what you guys think. Subscribe if you're new. Not too much to say about this one, but Vikings still have a lot of work to do, especially in terms of, defensively. We still need more, interior defenders, maybe even another safety, more linebacker depth. They still have some room to grow. Let's see what they do.